What's up? Currently in the middle of a 6-hour drive to LA before I get on a 17-hour flight to China. And I was thinking about something I think about a lot, so I just want to get my thoughts down on it, is why CrossFit is so much more popular than powerlifting or strongman. And it's really simple. It just comes down to three things. It's perception, acceptance, and content. And they're all kind of the same thing, really. But, everyone has this perception that anyone can do CrossFit because they marketed it that way with their content. But I hate to break it to you, I think less people have a chance at making the CrossFit Games as do people who could compete in powerlifting or strongman at a high level. I wouldn't say the same thing 3 or 4 years ago, but the sport's evolved as it's gotten more sponsors and more incentives. More athletes, more good level athletes get into the sport, and the existing athletes are given all the better resources and opportunities to actually be a professional athlete and make money at their sport, which is a professional athlete, and make it more in a title like it is for most professional athletes in strength sports. And the perception that anyone can do CrossFit, I think, strongman and powerlifting's easier to scale than CrossFit is because they do strongman and powerlifting in it. So why do we have this elite attitude that we're hardcore and not everyone can do what we do if they're already doing it? Anyone can squat, bench, deadlift, press a log, pick up a sandbag. They're already doing it in CrossFit. They're not going to do it at an elite level, but that's how you get people interested in a sport at all. People like baseball because they played Little League. Less people like baseball now because less kids are playing Little League. More kids are playing soccer. More people are starting to like soccer. It's just how it goes. You build a sport up first by participation. How else are you going to know anything about it if you've actually done it? That you have an appreciation when you see someone do it great. So you have to be accepting of people at all levels that want to do it. I don't care if their first goal is just to clean a 95-pound log. Good, at least you're doing it. We can't just be elite assholes like a lot of people are in this community. Guess what? What you're doing is not great. You're just lifting weights. Not that many people care. In our little circle, you think a lot of people care, but in the grand scheme of things, not that many people do, and you shouldn't worry about that. It's all about if you find enjoyment in it. And, the other perception with CrossFit is that, they have a more mass appeal physique. They have better bodies. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I think, people are built well in CrossFit, but I think there's plenty of examples of well-built powerlifters and strongmen, especially at lower weight classes, that could be marketed the same way as some CrossFit athletes have. And then content, people actually know how to get involved in it. The content's easily available on CrossFit.com. They put out exercise demos on, certain things every day. There's a list of gyms to go there, and that's basically what I'm trying to do, is just make it so there's a resource where people actually can figure out how to get into the sport in the first place, because it's confusing. You have to really want to know how to do it and be a little savvy at the same time. And you ask 9 out of 10 strongmen how they got into it, and they stumbled across it. They were bouncing at some bar and their friend did it and said, you're huge, you should come lift rocks with me on the weekend. That's about how most of the guys got into it. And it shouldn't be that way. It should be pretty accessible how to actually get involved in the sport in the first place. So we need to provide more content so people actually know how to do it, be accepting of the people to know how to do it, and just change the perception that anyone can do it, and good things will happen.